What's going on, guys? We are back at our favorite place, the shop again with the Civic. Got a lot more junk here though. I mean, it's not just the Civic in here anymore. We got our engine on the engine stand. I actually brought this here yesterday as well with all my other junk. I mean, I have just so much stuff, guys. It's honestly kind of incredible. I didn't think I had this much stuff. Kind of wish I brought the camera yesterday though, because we did end up getting the old B18. I don't know if this is an A1 or a B1. As you can see, it just says B1. The 8 and the rest of the code is ground off the block for whatever reason. I do not know why you'd need to grind off that part of the block. But as you can tell, it's got some oil leaks and whatnot. I do have an oil pan gasket and a valve cover gasket for this guy, so I might as well go ahead and throw that on here one of these days. And then repaint the valve cover while it's off, take my spiked VMS bolts back, and then throw a stock fuel rail on it with the B16 injectors. And if you guys haven't seen last video, make sure you go check that out. I actually pulled the injectors out of the B18 because the ones in the B16 had the caps cracked, and the ones at the B18A or B were all good. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw those guys in the car today. And Kira is going to put the new combination switch for the signals and the lights into the car because our old one melted, blew a bunch of fuses, and then some lights wouldn't work when the headlights were on, and then the low beams wouldn't work and only the high beams would work, and it was kind of a nightmare. But I wish I brought my camera yesterday because I went ahead and zipped off the transmission, pressure plate, clutch disc, flywheel. I'm going to let the people have the half shaft with it, but it's not going to come with a flywheel, clutch, or transmission. Here is the trans here actually. This is a fresh transmission. I bought this a few years back. There's a video on it on the channel because the trans that came in it was completely screwed. So this is a brand new good trans. I'm keeping that. Our brand new Excetti Slave is on there, which I'm actually going to go ahead and put on this. But as you can tell, this transmission is also brand new. So now I have two good transmissions. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this B18B. It's just sitting on a tire on the hoist right now because I don't have an engine stand. That is what it is. Here is our stage 4 clutch, pressure plate, and flywheel. That's a 11-pound lightweight flywheel with all the bolts. I'm going to keep that as a spare. We got our Skunk 2 upper control arm camber kit. I got to clean up all my tools, kind of tuck this engine in the corner. We'll do a whole video of basically tearing this thing down and rebuilding it. It's also got a 62mm Power Plus BBK throttle body on it. I'm going to take off, polish up, and it's got a bit of a sticky throttle right there. So I'm going to fix that up and then put the BBK throttle body on the B16 because as you can tell, that one is just stock. And I have bins on bins of parts, man. I mean, like new tie rods, wheel bearings, ball joints, rad hoses, 2 catch can systems, more bearings, oil filters, paint pens, my old Falcon Azenis tires that are pretty well about to hit cords from the 400 horsepower Integra with my CR Lies, even though they have one too many set of spokes. Gotta love them. And basically the plan with these guys is, these are 15-inch rims, so I'm gonna go ahead and be selling my Rodas, fully polished up lips with the Nitto Neogen tires, brand new, all 4 of them. And I'm just gonna go ahead and slap these on for the time being because we are gonna be ordering some new wheels, fully polished. I'm a sucker for black cars and fully polished wheels. Not gonna tell you which ones we're gonna get yet. Might have leaked it in a video or two ago, go check that out. But new wheels coming this winter for the Civic. Lots and lots of stuff going on here. First things first, I gotta deal with this engine and all this crap in my way, and then throw injectors back in the B16, start it up, and do all that crap. Also, didn't know this, but I have 2 ECUs, so that is kind of just a money pit. I mean, I have a P75 and a P06. So, right on, let's get to work. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put the engine in that corner over there. Stage 4 clutch. Anyone want it? Because I don't. The engine is in its final resting place, at least for now. Now we can collapse up the hoist again and tuck it off in the corner as well, because it's quite a big contraption, taking up a lot of room in the shop. Yeah, so that's where the B18 is gonna stay, just on a tire. We don't have an engine stand, whatever.
Quite yet.
Yeah, but now it's time to go ahead and throw the injectors back in the B8 or the B16 and see what we can get done there. Now that the shop is looking much more cleared out, don't mind that. We have a ton of garbage to take out. Got a lot of parts up on the loft. She's loaded. Got our spare dash over here. I don't even think we're gonna be putting this one in. I just need this bezel because the Civic's is broke. Hoist is just there for now because the Civic doesn't really move. It's not hard to pull that out when we do want to move it. Here's getting the new signal switch in, and now I'm going to put the new fuel injectors in. Okay everyone, so the fresh injectors are back in, fuel rail is on, fuel pressure regulator is connected with the vacuum in the return line. The feed was never off, just the rail. Oh, I see one thing I didn't do here. Injector harness probably needs to be plugged in there. That probably help just a little bit with startup. And now we're going to prime the fuel system a bunch until I start seeing some pressure, and then we're gonna start it up. So see how it goes here. Back off, on, off, on. Okay, let's put on the brake and start it. Success, everyone. Success. She's running. I cranked the fuel pressure up, so now it's running where it should be. Let's check for any fuel leaks. Injectors all sound like they're pulsing pretty good. I don't see any leaks with the return side of things. Not seeing too many leaks. Kind of smells a little bit like gas. We did have quite a big gas spill though. Fuel pressure goes up with RPM. Turn it off. Cool. I think I just smell a little bit of gas burning off because when we took this all off, gas kind of just went everywhere. But I'm happy with where it's at and everything's looking good. Fuel injectors are back in the car. Now we're gonna see if our new $90 combination switch fixed our issues with the lights. Low beams are not on. Now the headlights are on.
Okay.
Is that high beam?
No, that should just be like no running lights.
Yeah.
And then maybe some running lights there.
Well, my signals are illuminated, but my headlights aren't.
Okay, what about now?
My headlights and signals are illuminated.
Okay, what about the rear lights? Just double check.
Rear lights are illuminated as well. Super hard to see right now, but they are.
Okay, stay back there for a sec.
Staying back here for a sec.
I'm hitting the brake light.
They're coming on.
Wicked. Okay, now let's go to the front of the car and make sure those lights are on.
The lights are on.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God. This has been one of the biggest struggles with the Civic is figuring out the lighting in this car. When the high beams were on, none of the other lights would work. The low beams would never come on. When the headlights were off, the signals would work, but the brake lights wouldn't work. Just a shit stain of a fiasco.
Up there.
What?
Highs and lows.
Highs and lows.
Okay.
Do it again.
Highs.
Yeah, we got highs and lows.
Yeah, boys. Okay, that's fucking wicked.
Shout out to
man.
this girl here and Corey,
And
for helping us
Corey
get
was
it
a
figured.
huge G.
Oh, absolutely. Corey was the one that figured out
Yeah.
that it was the combination
Awesome.
switch. I bought one
Absolutely.
and she installed it. Team effort. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go.
Awesome. So now all the lights work in the Civic. Does the temperature gauge work?
Oh yeah, she's mint now.
Awesome.
Fixed it up.
So the temp gauge works. Lights are fixed. Injectors are fixed. Now we just need to make sure all the coilovers are tight and adjust them to an all equal ride height. And then we get to cruise the thing. Do the signal lights work? Perfect. Hold on, let me check the back. Oh boy. Other one. Oh, they're working. Guys, I couldn't be more stoked. We've done an engine swap, suspension, we've touched every nut and bolt on the car, and the biggest issue was the light wiring, and now it's all sorted out. Couldn't be happier, honestly. This is sick. The EG is finally getting dialed enough to the point where I actually want to go rip this thing on some back roads. It is getting super dialed, but you guys just wait for this winter. We have just a ridiculous amount of parts coming. It's kind of just insane, honestly, but injectors are in. Fuel pressure is set to what I believe is good enough now. We are gonna have to clean up the wiring. There's still lots to do, but my lights work. Injector issues is fixed. Fuel pressure issue is fixed. This car is ready to tear it up on some back roads. Couldn't be more stoked with it right now. I feel like I say that all the time, but this car just makes so much progress this whole year. It's insane, guys. Insane. This whole thing was basically built this year. Just wild. Oh yeah. Anyways, that's really all we have to do at the shop today. I mean, that was a lot quicker than I thought, but quick little short video for you guys. If you enjoyed, comment, like, and subscribe. It would really mean the world to us. We're trying to blow this channel up and keep on making content for you guys because we love it and I hope you guys do too. Let us know what you think of the EG build because so far it's coming along fantastic. After owning the car for 3 years, buying it for $900 with a blown up transmission and clutch, just the biggest POS around, to this, I'm content. See you guys in the next one.